higher education is not keeping up with the changing realities of our modern world.
This is Don Fraser, and he's on a mission to redesign higher ed so it works better for today's students.
There's no lack of jobs, and there's no lack of job seekers. But many college graduates find themselves underemployed or unemployed. They graduate from college with a degree in hand and their fingers crossed.
The problem is that employers and job seekers are using outdated modes to find one another.
Many of us use GPS in our daily lives to navigate from point A to B. It gives me choices.
It shows me
How to take the fastest route. It's going to reroute me if I encounter an accident.
It shows me
The route that avoids tolls. Why can't we do this within education? In this case, the path from school to work. There is a new innovation in higher ed
colleges have started to work with employers.
to focus on micro-credentials.
These are more focused demonstrations of skills.
Don thinks this innovation could be the key to unlocking better, more fulfilling jobs for millions of people.
What if there were a better path? One that was cheaper, faster, more nimble. Let me show you how.
This is Stand Together Presents stories, ideas, and advice from changemakers tackling our biggest challenges.
The work that we do at Education Design Lab is really focused on changing the status quo.
For Don, this means bringing students, colleges, and employers to the table to develop a new, innovative way to navigate higher ed. They call it a micro pathway, and it's catching on. So far, Education Design Lab has partnered with over 50 community college systems to launch these programs across the country. But before we get into how it works, why now?
Higher education is broken. It's not preparing people to be workers in today's economy. The problem is employers are looking at college graduates and they're often saying they don't have the skills that I'm looking for. Let's just say I got a bachelor's degree in computer science. That, in years past, may have helped me get a particular job, but employers are looking at those saying, okay, but can I put you on a team? Do you have collaboration skills? Can I put you in front of a customer? Do you have the necessary oral communication skills? So when we think about the types of skills people are looking for, they are both technical, but they are also these human 21st century skills. So you can say that the degree in that case isn't precise enough. It's almost like a butter knife when you need something more like an X-Acto knife. Higher education is unpacking that degree and creating smaller units of learning that are directly aligned to the skills an employer needs. But how does this actually work? Micro-credentials can be something that you can acquire in a matter of weeks, and you earn a digital badge. And this allows an employer to click on a link and see the data, the learning beneath it. And that helps me understand what you actually did to earn it and what skills you have as a result of that learning. What about if an employer saw that I had earned a micro-credential in collaboration, that I know how to use that skill in the workplace? That's going to be a game changer.
Which brings us back to that idea of a micro pathway.
Imagine stacking these micro-credentials on a path that makes it crystal clear how to go from point A to point B. Now I can see that if I start here, I might spend 4 months to get to this next point. And now I can actually see that point gets me that job earning this much. Micro pathway is like GPS designed by the people who know the terrain best. The world is changing fast, and the way we learn needs to keep up. A growing number of employers don't necessarily care where you got your degree. They just want to make sure that you have the skills to do the job.
But experts like Don will say that this movement is about so much more than building a better way to acquire skills. It's about helping people find fulfilling work that matches their unique gifts and empowers them to make a meaningful contribution.
We want to make sure that all learners are able to achieve their goals in such a dynamic environment. This is a huge opportunity to unlock the jobs of the future, to fill the gaps that exist now between our workforce and what the future of our workforce actually needs. Learners, educators, employers, they all have a stake in co-designing and building a solution. It builds confidence, it builds agency, and at the end of the day, you're building something that people actually want. If we bring the people who are closest to the problem into the conversation, we have a real shot at making this world a better place for everyone.
Stand Together partners with changemakers tackling our biggest challenges. To see more stories, follow our channels. And to learn more about how you can partner with us, go to standtogether.org.